Hey guys, it's Danielle with Danielle Gets It Done, and today I am talking about our decision to not find out the gender or the sex of our baby.
Gonna love you, honey, on and on and on. I'm a morning dove singing out a song.
I'm going to talk about our decision to not find out the gender, what I think the baby is, what I hope it is, because those two answers are different, so spill a little tea. And then I'll talk about whether or not I feel like I am a little less bonded with this baby since we don't know, and all of our plans, so stay tuned. This is my second pregnancy. The babies are pretty far apart. My son is 6, and we found out with him at our 20-week scan, and I don't regret finding out. I never have. I think that is what we decided, and it was really special and really great, and it was nice to refer to him as his name as he was in my stomach and just to kind of prepare for having a baby boy. But I always had in the back of my mind that if I ever got pregnant again, I might want to consider not finding out. We've actually had quite a few friends who didn't find out, and I've always kind of admired that because I feel like it takes a lot of self-restraint, and I just think, wow, how cool to have it found out at the birth. Like, what a special moment that must be. And so when we got pregnant, I was kind of on board right away to not find out. It took my husband some convincing, but one of his best friends didn't find out for both of his kids, so I was like, kind of did some meddling and told him through his wife actually to talk Phil into not finding out. So he was finally on board. He had our 20-week scan, and I successfully didn't see anything down there. I was really nervous about that. And I'm 32 weeks pregnant right now, and so I don't think we will hopefully need another ultrasound, so I think we're good to go. I honestly kind of thought I would give in at some point, so I'm really proud of myself for staying strong and sticking with this decision because I think it's going to be really special. On one hand, this is such a weird decision for me because I am an extremely type A person. I'm not too big into surprises. I like to be in control. I'm a big planner. Like, I plan everything out, and I get really stressed when the unknown is around me. And so in that sense, it's like really weird that I'm doing this because I'm really giving up a lot of control, and it's going to be a huge surprise. But on the other hand, I'm not huge into like girl or boy baby things. Like, even with James, we didn't have a ton of like trucks, sports teams. Like, that's just not me. I'm not super into all the pink and all the bows. Nothing against it. I love baby headbands. Like, I'm sure if it's a girl, I'm gonna get some headbands, but I'm just not into the super gender specific clothing. And so I was thinking about it, like, really doesn't make that big of a difference whether it's a boy or a girl as far as clothing and products and preparation goes. You know, our room was really gender neutral for James, even though he was a boy and we knew he was a boy. So I just felt like really it didn't stress out my planning type A kind of mentality. And I feel like if it's a boy, we have a lot of boy clothes, and if it's a girl, you know, stick a cute headband on it and go on about your day. I feel like we're set in that sense. Now I'm going to talk about what I think the baby is. I've always strongly felt that this was a baby girl. Since the very beginning, I just felt girl. And when we were in Hawaii, I think I was around 6 weeks, we were at a farmer's market, and there was a psychic in a booth, and we stopped by, and she said for sure it's a girl. So we'll see if the psychic and I am right. My husband keeps saying he thinks it's a boy, but I honestly kind of think he's just disagreeing with me. I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. I will be shocked if it's a boy. That's how sure I am. I'm practicing Hypnobabies, which is some meditations that I do nightly to kind of relax and help me prepare for labor and help me bond with the baby. And in a couple of the tracks, she asks you to say the baby's name or nickname. And we've been using the nickname Finn, F-I-N-N. My son really wants us to name the baby Finn, which is such a cute name. I don't think we really are going to choose that name. But it's a gender neutral name, so that's kind of our nickname for the baby while it's in here. And lately, when she says, say your baby's name, I've been referring to it as the girl name that we have picked out. Like, I'm just so sure that it's a girl. And if I see a penis, I think I'm gonna faint. That's how confident I am that this little person is a female little baby girl. So that's what I think. With that said, I also want to talk about what I prefer it to be. I think this is such a taboo subject, and people, you know, always say, I don't care what it is, I'll be happy either way. And of course that's true, but I do think it's okay to have a wish or a desire and to be honest about that. I wanted James to be a girl, just a little bit more. I was hoping for a girl. It was a boy, and obviously I'm so happy that he is him, and we got our James, and I wouldn't trade him in for a girl at any time. So it's just, it is what it is. And so while I think this is a girl, I've been kind of hoping it's a boy. I just am such a boy mom. Even though I only have one, I feel like such a boy mom. James would be thrilled to have a baby brother. It's what I know. We already have all the clothes and the gear to have a boy. I feel like it'd be a little bit easier. And to be perfectly honest, I'm a little intimidated to have a girl. It's just so unknown to me. Like, diaper changes seem like they'd be a little different. I'm scared about the teenage years with a girl. I don't want to offend anyone with saying this, like, I'm so scared to say this, but I am not a fan of all the princess stuff. It bothers me. Like, it doesn't bother me for anyone else. Like, if your kid loves the princess stuff and you love the princess stuff, then go do the princess stuff. But I know, like, for me, and if I had a girl, that stuff would just irk me. I don't like kind of the message that that's sending. And so I hate to say this because A, I don't want to offend any of you, and B, I'm like scared that someone's gonna buy me a princess thing and then watch this video and feel really bad. Like, a couple princess things are great, but I don't know, I don't know why I'm so stuck on this princess thing and being really scared that all these people are gonna buy us crazy princess pink. I don't know. I don't like the princess culture. And I'm also kind of scared that as she grows up, that's what she's gonna want. Because obviously, you kind of let your kids do what they want to do when they're old enough to make decisions. I don't know. Can anyone else relate with the princess thing? I just don't understand it. And I have this like weird reaction to it. Like, I feel like I'll break out in hives if my baby wants to be a little princess. I'm so weird. I have to say too, I think a lot of people want to find out the gender so that they can feel more bonded. And I totally understand that. I definitely felt more bonded to James once we knew he was a boy. So I get that. But I also have to say that I feel way more bonded with this baby than I did with James. And I think a lot of it has to do with it being the second baby. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into as a first-time mom. I understand now how sweet it's gonna be and what a huge blessing this is. I'm a lot more calm this pregnancy. I think my Hypnobabies and daily meditation has really helped me connect. So, you know, maybe if I knew whether it was a boy or a girl, I'd be even more connected. That's totally possible. But I guess I just wanted to say I don't feel not connected because I don't know the gender. Like, I don't think I wish I would know I would love this baby a little more, feel a little differently, or feel a little more bonded. I don't have any of those thoughts. So we have about, let's see, 8 more weeks until we find out whether this is a baby boy or a baby girl. If you followed along and have a premonition, I'd love to know. I love guessing on other people's pregnancies. So let me know if you have any feeling one way or the other. And I do think most people think it's a girl. Like random people, like my manicurist thinks it's a girl. So it's just funny how we all have strong opinions on it. But we all have a 50-50 chance, so those are pretty good odds. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know if you did not find out the gender of your baby. I'd love to know about that first moment and how it went at the hospital or the birth center, if you had a home birth. I'm just so excited. Like, I think it's going to be so special, and I really can't wait for that moment. I also want to like write in my birth plan that no one can announce if it's a boy or a girl. Like I want it to be my husband and I to notice and to announce it. I'm like really weird about those sentimental moments, and I kind of want to have control over it. So let me know if you understand that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and whatever your plans are, I hope you get them done. Bye guys.
Ooh.